welcome to another round of Focus Point Facebook Live session with me. I'm Daniel. I'm an optometrist by profession with Focus Point. So to our viewers, please help us to like, share, and tag today's Facebook Live with your friends and family. It would be great if you can allow more people to know about today's topic by sharing this live session in your own profile too. Please do stay tuned throughout this Facebook Live talk as we have lots of giveaways courtesy of Focus Point Vision Care Group. So we are always happy to answer any questions throughout our Facebook Live talk. So please do place your questions onto the comment box below me, and we will try to answer them as we go along. Okay? So as always, in our Focus Point Facebook Live session, we will always try to discuss on the latest and current ocular issues dealing in our daily lives. Okay? So today, we'll bring you another very important topic which I believe many of you have been experiencing for quite some time. Okay, so today we're going to talk about masks in the context of COVID-19. All right. So masks should be used as a part of the comprehensive strategy of measures to suppress the transmission and also save lives. The use of a mask alone is not sufficient to provide an adequate level of protection against COVID-19. If COVID-19 is spreading in your community, please try to stay safe by taking some simple precautions such as physical distancing, wearing a mask, keeping rooms well ventilated, avoid crowds, cleaning your hands as often as possible, and also when you're coughing, please cough into your back elbow or cough into a tissue. All right? Please make wearing a mask a normal part of being around other people. The appropriate use, storage, and cleaning or disposal of these masks are important to make them as effective as possible. So, since the COVID-19 pandemic first made its way across the whole world in early 2020, ophthalmologists and eye doctors have seen a rise in daily dry eyes. There appears to be some link to the reliance on masks as a necessary health measure. At Focus Point, we fully support the use of masks to help slow and prevent the spread of COVID-19. However, we also want to help those who are experiencing this unique cause of dry eye, known as MADE. MADE actually stands for mask-associated dry eye. So before we actually dive into the link between mask wearing and dry eye and what can be done for it, let's have a look on the correct procedure to wear face masks according to the guidelines of the World Health Organization or WHO. Okay, please watch the video in front of you.
Medical masks should be worn by health workers and those caring for someone with COVID-19 symptoms, persons aged 60 and over, and anyone with pre-existing medical conditions, as they are at greater risk of developing serious illness, and people who have symptoms suggestive of COVID-19. Before touching the mask, clean your hands with alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water. Inspect the mask for tears or holes. Do not use a mask that has previously been worn or is damaged. Verify which side is the top. This is usually where the metal strip is. Identify the inside of the mask, which is usually the white side. Place the mask on your face, covering your nose, mouth, and chin making sure there are no gaps between your face and the mask. Pinch the metal strip so that it molds to the shape of your nose. Remember, do not touch the front of the mask while using it to avoid contamination. If you accidentally touch it, clean your hands. Now, how do you take off a medical mask? Before touching the mask, once again, ensure that you clean your hands with alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water. Remove the straps from behind the head or ears without touching the front of the mask. As you remove the mask, lean forward and pull the mask away from your face. Medical masks are for single use only. Discard the mask immediately, preferably into a closed bin. Clean your hands after touching the mask. Always be aware of the condition of the mask. Replace it if it gets soiled or damp. A mask alone cannot protect you from COVID-19. It must be combined with other measures, including maintaining at least 1 meter distance from each other, washing your hands frequently, and avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose while wearing a mask. Stay safe and help prevent the spread of COVID-19.
Hello, welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed the whole video. Okay, so those are very important basics on how to wear a mask. So please do remember, clean your hands before you put on your mask. Okay, as well as before and after you take it off, and also after you touch it at any time. So please make sure the mask covers both your nose, your mouth, as well as your chin. So when you take it off, the mask, please store it in a clean plastic bag. And every day, either wash if it's a fabric mask or dispose if it's a medical mask into a trash bin. So please do wear your mask correctly and take it off carefully too. So these are very important guidelines to follow. All right, so I think we have a question that came on just now. So the question is there any way to prevent or treat the mask-associated dry eye? Very good question. All right, so as we progress along today's session, we will answer that for you. Okay, please stay tuned. Okay. All right, so thanks very much for your patience first. Okay, I think right now our audience are very eager for a giveaway. All right, so I think it's time for Focus One to give away some prizes. So are you ready? So if you're ready, I will share with you what are the prizes in store for you today. All right, so today we have 16 eye drops packets to give away. All right, so with this 16 eye drops, it's actually a lubricant eye drops for prolonged and long-lasting relief for dry eyes. Okay, so and also on top of this 16 eye drops, we also have Yong shopping vouchers worth 20 ringgit, as you can see on the table, to give away to one of our viewers. Yes, so basically, the prices on offer today is 16 eye drops, 1 packet, plus 20 ringgit of Yong shopping vouchers. Okay, so what do you need to do? Okay, very easy. As always, we make it simple for you. All you need to do is listen up and comment onto the comment box, hashtag I love FP, and tag 3 of your friends. Okay, I'll just repeat it, hashtag I love FP, and tag 3 of your friends into the comment box. Okay, so our customer service will select a winner randomly. Okay, so please do remember, hashtag I love FP and tag 3 of your friends. Okay, so good. All right, so we'll hear from you in a short while. All right, so just to let you know again, 16 eye drops is a lubrication for eye drops. So this is for dry eye relief. The formula can help replenish and rehydrate the eye surface for long-lasting dry eye relief. And is also very suitable for soft contact lens users. So yeah, that's one of the prices. Okay, so let's move on to the main topic. All right, so we were talking about the drastic measures we are taking. So while protective measures are important to combat the COVID-19 spread, which is a phenomenon that is emerging, and of course at the same time, increasing reports of dry and uncomfortable eyes are also on the rise. So what is the science behind the trend, and who's at risk, and is there a solution? Just now we have the question, what is the solution for this MADE? Okay, please stay tuned. I will answer that question in a short moment. Okay, so face mask, as I mentioned, is crucial in the fight against COVID-19, and eye care professionals are well positioned to provide their customers or clients with sound advice on the appropriate way in order to maximize eye comfort. Yes, dry eyes has become much better understood in recent years. That knowledge provides us a head start. So therefore, for the patients, they should inform our eye care professionals about their mask wearing experiences, because this will help provide a few helpful tips and also can make a substantial difference in how to battle or tackle this problem. Okay? So the question right now is why face masks can make our eyes feel dry and what we can do about it. Alright, so with face masks, we know that it helps reduce the coronavirus transmission, which has prompted mandates and expert recommendations for their use where social distancing is difficult to maintain. So as parts of the world emerge from shutdowns, wearing face masks for extended periods of time is setting such as office will continue to increase. Okay? So the main question, what is mask-associated dry eye or MADE? Okay? So this mask-associated dry eye is the term used to describe dry eye that is caused or worsened by mask wearing. Masks significantly reduce the outward spread of the air, but exhaled air still needs to be dispersed. When the mask sits loosely against the face, the likely route is upwards. Okay, so this will force the stream of air across the surface of the eye, creating conditions that will accelerate the tear film evaporation. And this will lead to dry spots on the eye surface and also contribute to discomfort. Okay, so with this consistent puff of exhaled air into the eyes, this will cause and worsen people who already have red eyes, and even people who have intolerance towards contact lenses, as well as ocular inflammation. Mask-associated dry eye, or MAD, is still quite a relatively new condition, and therefore it's important to point out that there is very limited scientific literature on this. Okay, so I would like to share with you this term, mask-associated dry eye, or MADE, was actually first described by an ophthalmologist sometime middle of last year based on increasing incidence in his US clinic. So with that, additional reports have since circulated that covered the observed link between regular mask wearing and the increase of dry eye conditions. So while we are addressing this MADE, it's also very helpful to understand our tear film, which is the liquid layer that coats the eye surface. This tiny volume of fluid, equivalent to 1 tank of a single water drop, has a highly complex structure and composition. It will help lubricate the surface of the eye, allowing the smooth and comfortable passage of the eyelid during each blink. So if you look at the screen right now, you will see 3 layers of these 3 films. So the inner layer is the mucin layer, and the middle one is the watery layer, and the outermost layer is actually the oil base to help seal against the evaporation. If there's any ongoing imbalance within these 3 film layers, this can lead to dry eye disease. So dry eye disease makes eye feel sore, dry, and irritated. As you can see on the screen right now, you will see a picture of the red eye. Okay, so you may cause them to water and look red. So on the screen, you will see a sore, irritated, uncomfortable dry eye. So there are many causes of dry eye disease, including issues relating to the eye or the systemic health conditions, as well as the age, the gender, or medications that is taken. So excessive use of digital device, poor indoor air quality, and pollution all may result in dry eye symptoms. So I just want to highlight situations that increase how quickly the tear film evaporates, such as air condition within the office or the automobile air blowers can quickly and significantly dry the eye's surface. So this will lead to a more pronounced symptoms. So right now, if you have noticed yourself experiencing any dry eye symptoms on a regular basis, it may be time to get evaluated by experts of dry eye. So in Focus Point, our professional team in selected stores is able to assess the amount and quality of your tears to help determine whether the dry eye treatment is needed or not. Okay, so I think we have a winner for the first quiz. All right, her name is Nuha Uya. Nuha Uya, if you hear your name, please contact our customer service in the comment box and provide your personal details in order to redeem the free gifts. Okay, congratulations. Well done. All right. So right now, we would like to share with you what are some of the common symptoms of dry eyes. Okay, so the first one may be the inability to tolerate contact lenses in the eye. This is often directly related to contact lens intolerance, but it is quite rare. Okay, other common symptoms of dry eye may incorporate general eye irritation, a stinging or burning sensation, scratchiness or even itchiness of the eye. There may be fluctuations of vision. So this might cause changes like blurriness in our vision, as well as tearing up or watery eyes when we are trying to focus on such activities like reading, playing sports, watching TV, or even driving. If you have fatigued eyes or tired eyes, especially after using computers or wearing a mask for prolonged periods of time, So these are the common symptoms of dry eye that is felt by many. So people with existing dry eye disease may report worsening symptoms. This is a problematic occurrence for millions of people worldwide who are already struggling with this issue. Concurrently, previous asymptomatic patients are flagging uncomfortable eyes and variable vision for the first time, particularly when reading or using digital devices for a long period of time. So hopefully you guys are able to follow what has been mentioned. Okay, so I think we have another question. Okay, let's read the question first. I have dry eye syndrome. Which type of assisting eye drops is suitable for me? Okay, so very good question. Okay, so if you do have dry eyes, there are many eye drops that's available. Okay, so in order to share with you exactly what type of eye drop or lubrication that you should be using, it's best to consult the eye doctor or the eye care professional on this. So they will be able to advise you on the correct eye drop. Okay? And is there any way to avoid the dry eye syndrome? Okay, so this one we will share with you as we go along through the topic today. And how to reduce fog-up glasses when we are wearing face masks? Another very good question. When that one, please do be patient. I will be sharing the answer with you in a moment. Okay? So before we continue on, I think it's time for our audiences to get another free gift. Okay? Are you ready? So if you are ready, please listen up. The prizes available for today will be the assisting eye drops. Okay? Plus, Yong shopping vouchers worth 20 ringgit as you can see on the table. Okay? So there's two prizes for one winner. Okay? So what do you need to do? Again, all you need to do is comment hashtag I love FP and tag 3 of your friends into the comment box right now. Okay? For a chance to win these special gifts. Alright? Simple enough? Yes, I believe so. Okay? So while waiting for the our customer service to pick up the winner in a short moment. Okay, so there is another question coming up. Will using heat eye mask help with the dry eye syndrome? Yes, it can be one of the solutions to address the dry eyes. Yes, also that I will cover in a short moment as well. Okay, so since there are so many questions coming in, all right, so I will take this particular question. How do we tell if the dry eye is actually contributed by MAD, which is the mask associated dry eye condition? Okay, so before I answer that, I need to re-emphasize, okay? Firstly, if the top edge of your face mask is not sitting snugly against your face, the exhaled air will be forced up and out of the top of the mask. Consistent movement of this air over the eye surface will promote increased evaporation of the tear film. So over a period of time, the resulting thinner and less stable tear film can lead to drying of the ocular surface. Clinically, an increased ocular surface staining may be seen. Subjectively, the mask wearer may report of irritated, uncomfortable, red, as well as dry feeling eyes. So if you do have this noticeable increase in the dry eye symptoms after wearing a mask for extended period of time, you have a good reason to believe your dry eye is linked to MADE, which is mask-associated dry eye. However, many of our collective habits have adjusted over the course of the pandemic. So it can be very tricky to nail down just how much of this uptick in dry eye is actually attributed to MADE and how much is related to an increase of digital screen time or the average dry eye disease or even the contact lens intolerance. Okay, so this difficulty in distinguishing between how much the dry eye is from the mask and how much could be from increased digital screen time makes it tough to say just how much prevalent MADE is, but it's a logical assumption that both are contributors. Okay, so we have another question. Any type of glasses can help reduce the dry eye syndrome. Okay, so if you want to consider, there are, if you are wearing mask, is it really due to the MADE effect? You know, the air flowing up because of the ear filtering mask. So if that's the case, you may consider wearing goggles or wrap-around glasses. So that will reduce the amount of the dry air that is flowing up to your eye. That may be a consideration. Okay. So another question. Okay, I think we have a winner. All right. So I'd like to name her. Her name is Eng Siu Lee. Eng Siu Lee, congratulations. Please contact our customer service in the comment box and provide your personal details in order to redeem your gifts. All right, congratulations. So I think we go back to where I left off because we still have many questions. The question is, I've been experiencing dry eye. So what do I need to do? This is based on some of your questions earlier on. Okay, so beyond the discomfort that is felt, MADE or the mask-associated dry eye may encourage people to rub their eyes for temporary relief. This will raise the possibility of unwashed hands being brought to the face. In turn, this increases the likelihood of coronavirus infection through the mouth, the nose, to a lesser extent the eye. So that is an additional reason for us to tackle the mask-associated dry eye. So over-the-counter lubricating drops may provide some temporary relief. So during this COVID-19 pandemic, do continue to wear your mask. But if you are experiencing increased dry eye, it's also time to make a call to your eye doctor to discuss your concerns. Okay? So if you see on the screen right now, your eye doctor may prescribe some eye drops that are more specific to your individual needs. So it's best to consult the doctor to ask for specific eye drops. Okay? So, or even you can visit our focus point outlets. They may be able to suggest certain eye drops for you. Okay? And they may also prescribe, the eye doctors may also prescribe omega-3 supplements to help support healthy lipids, the oily layer in front of our eyes. The eye doctors also may advise you to try warm compresses as well as the moist sheet. That was one of the questions we had earlier on. Yes, you can try to use the warm compresses and moist sheet to help alleviate some of this dry eye syndrome. Okay, so if it does help, then you can continue to do it. So yes, please, you may also be advised to stay out of the contact lenses for a temporary period of time, or to consider a long-term solution to make contact lenses unnecessary, such as undergoing the LASIK vision correction. Okay, so at Focus Point, we do have a subsidiary named ExcelView LASIK Center, and this center can cater to your ocular surgical requirements. It is located in Mid Valley, so if you are interested, please do check the ExcelView LASIK Center website in the internet to find more information. Alright, I think we have another question coming up. What to do if we mistakenly touch our mask? Do we need to change it every time? Well, this is a very good question. Well, if you feel that you have been to an area that is exposed to COVID-19, so would be advisable to change the mask. Okay, but if you are in a designated area, a confined area, okay, so you may consider continue using for a short period of time. But if you think that you have touched too many times with your unwashed hands, please do remove it and bin it. Better to be safe than sorry later. Okay, that's my personal opinion. Okay, so let's get back, to people who are already wearing glasses. You might be very well aware of this. If you see on the screen right now, you might notice how annoying the lens fogging can often occur when breathing under a mask. The annoying fog-up spectacles due to poor fitting masks. So how do we address this? We can clear up these spectacle lenses by purchasing the anti-fog lens wipes from Focus Point stores. Okay, so you can wipe it daily to avoid having the lenses to fog up. Okay, so this is one of the solutions you can consider. All right. At the same time, we need to ensure that the mask is worn appropriately, particularly when wearing spectacles or even sunglasses. A close-fitted mask or carefully taped top edge that does not interfere with blinking may help direct the airflow downwards, and this will help prevent the lenses from steaming up and also reduce the mask-associated dry eye conditions. Okay, so please do follow these precautions. Okay, so the further question that we have received also, who may be affected by MADE or the mask-associated dry eye? Okay, so in addition to those with the pre-existing dry eye disease, the general mask-wearing population may find themselves wondering why their eyes are inexplicably irritated. This includes the elderly, who are more prone or naturally have less efficient tears. An extensive review demonstrated that wearing contact lenses does not raise the risk of contracting COVID-19 as long as people follow good hygiene and cleaning measures. But contact lenses can disturb the tear film, potentially making wearers more mask-associated dry eye susceptible if exhaled air further impacts their tear film stability. Okay, so prolonged use of face masks in air-conditioned locations may trigger the MADE. So too could the increased usage of digital devices while wearing the mask. So this is a rising trend during the pandemic. Okay, so I hope that everyone is still following. Okay, we have a question. So is this anti-fog lens available at all focus point outlets? Yes, it's available. Okay, so you may consider purchasing in our outlets as well as online. So both ways also you can do it. Okay, if you think you're unable to come out of your house or home, you may purchase it on our focus point websites. Okay, all right. So for those who haven't gotten a giveaway, I think it's time we choose another winner. Okay, to get this 16 eye drops as well as the Yong shopping vouchers that is worth 20 ringgit. Okay, so what do you need to do? Again, very simple, same as before. Just comment onto comment box, hashtag I love FP, and tag 3 of your friends. Okay? And our customer service will choose one winner randomly. Okay? So, can follow? Just to repeat it once more, hashtag I love FP and tag 3 of your friends into the comment box. Okay. So, again, I would like to emphasize these 16 eye drops are a lubricant eye drop for people with prolonged, long-lasting relief for dry eyes. The formula can help replenish and rehydrate the eye surface, and this is suitable for soft contact lens users. Okay. So right now, I would like to share some advice on elevating the MADE. Okay. So our friends at Center for Ocular Research and Education, or in short CORE or CORE, have developed an infographic to help show how a few simple steps can likely provide relief and minimize the MADE symptoms reoccurrence. So if you look at the screen right now, it shows you several simple measures that can help reduce the dry effects of upward airflow from the face mask. So to help reduce the reoccurrence of the MADE, the first step is to ensure a good fit can be achieved, particularly along the top edge of the mask. The top edge can be secured by using a surgical tape to help further reduce the airflow if required. Additional advice relates to balancing exposure to other drying situations while wearing the mask. This might mean giving the patient advice to take visual breaks from looking at the digital devices more frequently when the mask is on, and also trying to limit the time in the air-conditioned environments wherever possible. So given that these environmental changes may not be possible for certain people, you may consider using the artificial teardrops. So this might be advisable to help alleviate some of these dry eye symptoms. So with the dry eye disease on the rise, COVID-19 isn't making it any easier for any of us. So while the use of face masks is considered important for the prevention and the spread of coronavirus, it may also cause ocular dryness and irritation. So the question is wearing the mask worth it when you may have to possibly contend with the MADE, which is the mask-associated dry eye? So my answer to you is definitely, absolutely. Masks are here for the foreseeable future. Along with social distancing and hygiene measures, they represent an important part of our defense against the spread of COVID-19. So the good news is that we understand why MADE occurs and how we can address it. So we need to remain alert, follow the simple steps, and this can help increase the eye comfort and promote good mask wearing conditions. And with it, we move further along in overcoming the global pandemic. All right, I think we have a third winner, and the name is Narin Ohaliwao. Narin Onaliwao. Sorry, if I pronounce the name. Oh, Narin Daliwao. Okay, sorry. Okay, Narin Daliwao. If you hear me saying that, okay, please contact our customer service in the comment box and provide your personal details on how to redeem those gifts. Okay, thank you very much and congratulations. All right. So right now, I would like to summarize and share some tips to everyone. Again, for the mask wearers who are experiencing dry eye symptoms, you are recommended to try these straightforward solutions. Please ensure that your mask is worn appropriately, particularly if you're wearing spectacles or sunglasses. If still there is some gaps between, you can use some tapes to tape on to avoid the air from coming up. Okay? So the second one, apply lubricating drops according to your eye doctors or even your eye care professional recommendations. Okay? They'll be able to check your eyes and then they'll be able to specify which eye drops will most be suitable to you. Okay? And the third one is limit the time in the air-conditioned environments. And please do take regular breaks from your digital device usage. Please remember the 20-20-20 rule that I have mentioned over the course of the many Facebook Lives. So what you need to do is, for every 20 minutes, look at 20 feet away for 20 seconds. So if you do follow this, this can help alleviate some of the dry eyes and also the tired eyes too. And don't forget to blink your eyes frequently. Okay? So if you still have further problems, please do check with our Focus Point eye care professionals for further advice to rule out the dry eye conditions. So, even though wearing a mask, frequent hand washing, and practicing social distancing continue to be our best bet against the virus, it is never a bad idea to consider some specialized spectacle lenses such as the Horseshoe antimicrobial. So with this, it adds an extra layer of protection whether you have prescription or not. Okay? So if you are interested, please do visit your nearest Focus Point outlet. We believe that everyone should have access to proper vision care. So please do come on over, visit us today. Our team can provide a complimentary eye examination to help better understand your vision needs. Delaying your visit may result in poor outcomes, including vision loss. So make it a habit to regularly see your Focus Point eye care professionals to get your annual eye exams. And if you have got children under 12, perhaps maybe every 6 months. Okay? So I believe this is all the time we have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed today's session as much as we make it. So before I go, I would like to congratulate all the 3 winners again. And with that, please do tune in on another exciting Focus Point Facebook Live session the next round. So till then, bye-bye.